really cool. I also couldn't
Okay.
figure out who was
All right.
three was
Hello,
because
everybody.
night.
Hello. And welcome to Dungeons and Dragons. Well, welcome to Points of Light, where we all play Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition, set in the world of Eberron. I am Norodok, and once more, I will be the Dungeon Master. Well,
this is Dragon Age Origins.
Yeah, because the other choice I have is the one from with the Wolf Among Us, and it made you fall asleep.
It did not make me fall asleep. I was awake for 2 days.
Why are you awake for?
Sleep more often.
Because the weather was changing and I've got severe arthritis, and so I had a lot of pain.
Believe me, I do too. So
and the baby screaming all night for a full month.
Yeah.
I want ACDC. How about that?
I remember having.
So anyway, I apologize for I apologize for the false starts the last couple of times. Hopefully, hopefully this will do. You know what I mean?
Nope, not a clue.
I mean, we've got almost everybody's for once, so
Yeah.
Yes.
Although Trey has some technical difficulties, we have a bit of a workaround, as in like he will watch the stream and he will make comments. Okay, so stream audio is good. Okay, good. You're hearing everybody, right? Inon? Right. There's going to be a bit of a delay between the stream and what he hears, so forgive me on that.
where's the card?
So anyway, before we have anything, before we get to the recap, does anyone want to say something?
Something.
Murder mystery time.
Grab your popcorn. Grab your favorite beverage, which is of course has to be coffee. Those are the rules. I don't make them. Sorry, I just would buy them.
Coca-Cola for me.
Put on your deer flap caps.
Nord created specifically for me I think it's a horn, isn't it, Nord? Whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna envision it as a horn until you tell me different. That is a horn of never-ending coffee.
Oh, a flask. Oh, flask. It's
Of never-ending coffee.
Yeah, it's slightly flavored from a bottle of endless coffee or boundless coffee, whatever. But yeah, it's the same thing.
Because coffee is life, and the reason I can prove coffee is life is because without water you can't have life, and without water you can't make coffee. So
Some with several logical leaps. That is the conclusion.
tea drinkers.
Anyway, we're getting off track.
No, never.
All right, who's up for the recap?
I am.
Bottle of boundless coffee. That's a magic item.
Yeah.
I am going to mute my mic for a second though, because y'all don't need to hear me listening to going to the YouTube. So I'll be back.
So previously, our adventurer stepped on the deck of the Celeste Noir, where Demetrius de Lyandar proposed 2 routes back to Sharn. By way of Car and Thornhold or over the Kraken Bay. While the former was relatively safer, the trip would be longer. On the other hand, the route over Kraken Bay guaranteed less time spent. But they might come across steel krakens. Taking their luck in the Blade Desert into consideration, the party opted to take the longer but safer route. After about, say, 4 days, they arrived at the City of Towers. There, they went to the Clifftop Adventurers Guild and greeted Laura in her office. While things have calmed down since their investigation at the Silver Mist Theater, tensions ran high with the warforged community. It was enough that there was a string of warforged murders in the Blackbones district, down in the Cogs. One warforged and a friend of Laura, Ash, requested the aid of the party, and so they set out once more. And that is where we are right now. Rain continues to beat on the wide streets of the clifftop streets as you step out of the halls of the guild. A churning mob scrambles about, taking cover from the rainfall. Some zip past you as they step into the hallways, presumably grizzled adventurers much like yourselves, or others seek shelter elsewhere. such as the drunken dragon, as indicated by the illusionary image of a humanoid-shaped dragon raising a flagon above the entrance. There's even one denizen, a dragon-marked half-elf, raising her hand as a barrier appears around her, keeping her dry from the rain. Well, you could do a couple things here in this part of Sharn, though you might suspect that you don't want to keep Ash waiting. What would you like to do?
I'm up for kicking off this noir venture.
Yeah.
I'm up.
Awesome.
Where we left last time, we were meeting with Laura.
Wait.
Yeah, you were at the top of the. We kind of redoing that part, but
Okay.
we doing the part from like the first attempt.
Can we skip the 5 minutes of calculating everyone's weight?
Oh yeah, that's from the deleted stream.
You deleted it? Okay.
Yeah, Silken was snoring heavily, and I don't think I want to embarrass him.
I appreciate that.
No problem.
Straight up.
Although, just to let you know, if you decide to descend to the Cogs by way of flying carpet, you might bump into like an angry air elemental or gargoyles. I'm not kidding about that. Or even a giant owl, which odds are it might be one of the members of the Sharn Council. No, I'm not kidding. Yeah.
So
I am not
we
kidding.
have the boring way and the fun way of going. I mean, my vote's for flying, because that's just more fun. Plus, we don't have to wait in line. If it just started raining, it's going to be a really big line with people trying to get home.
And by the way, since you're at Clifftop, you're on one of the upper levels of the city.
Mm-hmm.
In Upper Dura, so like pretty damn high. So, what'd you like to do?
Well, we've been summoned by Laura, so
yeah, you already been summoned. You already talked to her, and you went off to go to your destination in the Cogs.
Oh, okay.
And you're supposed to meet up with Ash, a warforged who reached out to Laura. The warforged, is in the Red Hammer in the Cogs.
Well, apparatus is gonna basically go straight there.
Yeah, I figured
Right.
we could
How
just
are
head
you?
there
How are you
straight.
gonna get? So, what's your method of transportation exactly, apparatus?
We still got the carpet.
I mean, we don't need to get there within half an hour this time, so we don't need to do what the thing you did in the last iteration of this campaign.
Like flying down, with
Not flying,
like jumping down.
diving, and then using a Featherfall token right at the end to cut what would have been like an hour and a half trip down to.
Oh, just Duranabunga.
Yeah, it was like 2 minutes, I think, and like so we got to the bad guys at the beginning of their ritual because they expected us to be there, but they expected us to be there 2 hours later. They knew we were in Cloud Top, and they thought they had plenty of time.
Not Cloud Top.
They did not count. Yeah, what did I say, Cloud Top? Yeah. They did not expect us. Mainly, they didn't expect the crazy fucking blood hunter artificer to go, fuck it, there's not enough time, and then jump.
And in the angle of like Black Adam from the Black Adam movie. Like, it
still
kind of
need to see
reminds
that.
me of that, or like Loki just like falling out of the plane in the Loki show. So anyway, we're getting off track. How would you get to the like the slower, boring way of like elevators, stairways, and the like, or some more fancy transportation such as like getting a carriage? Although like the elevator is the best way to go to do it because you know lots of bridges. It might bump into an element on the way, all that fun stuff. Cogs, yeah, we're hearing background.
Oh, god damn it. Sorry.
That's okay.
Let me fix
Just
that.
letting you know.
I was wondering because I did saw my green bubble moving and I was like, and nobody say anything. I was like, oh, maybe it's nothing. Hold on.
We go down.
Yeah. Anyway, so apparatus. So you want to go directly down again?
I know,
What's your
Cogs
method
got
of
me
transportation?
worried.
Probably the elevator.
Alrighty, elevator. Kovsky. Kovsky, what about you?
Sorry, I was just distracted with
I'm gonna
the-
get there through
the
scene
audio.
change.
Sorry, what?
I'm gonna
So
get there
just-
through the magic of scene change. Oh, sorry, you were asking him.
So
just-
Hunter, what do you want to do?
Oh god, I completely blanked out. Where's everybody else?
Yeah,
Are we
Abe is getting
down?
ready. Abe is like setting up his trip by flying carpet, while
Well, my
Apparatus
broom
is
is
heading out
nobody
to
else
one of the
supposed to tag
elevators.
along.
Yeah, while Apparatus is heading out to one of the elevators available in Sharn, or to descend to the to carry them into the cogs below to the black bones.
I guess I'm gonna follow the apparatus to the elevator.
Okay, Elsif,
Yeah.
what about you?
You're muted.
Elsif, you're muted.
You there?
So and
Yeah.
okay,
Well,
and,
because I was using the euphemism and you didn't need to hear it.
all right, so
But I'm going to take the elevator.
okay.
Just so
Okay, the boring way. Iden, what about you? And Iden, be sure to check in the campaign, campaign tab on channel on Discord. So, what do you want to do?
It matters that much, but
Not sure yet. Do you want to follow Apparatus and Huffy to one of the elevators? Go on a coffee ride with Abe, or do some, I don't know, quick shopping around of the mark. Okay, so you follow. So Iden, you follow
Okay.
Apparatus and Huntford, and Aaron. What do you want to do again? Just want to make sure.
take the elevator.
Take the elevator. So everybody but Abe is taking the elevator.
okay. As I see them all walk off, I'm gonna. Since you want me to go shopping, I will throw that investigation roll for that. shop
Okay,
you
go
want me
ahead.
to
Go ahead and
find.
make an investigation roll.
18.
Ta-da!
Better than last time.
Yeah.
Do I find the shop you want me to find?
You hear that someone from House Cat has set up shop in one of the okay. I got the name, but I got the place. So Mystic Market. You're in the Mystic Market in Clifftop Upper and you've been asked around where you can find someone that could help you make a shield. You get some like strange looks, mostly because making a
Oh yeah, you got the purple worm scale.
Yep. I got the giant purple worm carapace.
All right. However, they all you even like saw by the dragon's hoard near the guild, and the shopkeeper again gives you strange looks, but he's nice enough to point in the right direction. of a candidate apprentice in a a candidate sanctioned a blacksmith nearby. You go over there and you see a lithe feminine human with the mark of making etched glowingly on her right shoulder. You see her wearing heavy overalls with a leather apron, piece of cloth tied over her head, just clang, just like clang, clang, just like looking at this this piece of a piece of breastplate, shaping it properly, and she notices you stepping in and says, "Oh,
Evening.
Evening, sir. What can I get you? What's your name?"
My name's Abraham.
Abraham, huh?
I was asking around, and everyone pointed me in your direction for strange commissions and armor.
Well, yeah. Oh, yes. This is kind of like I'm kind of new with this, and I figured, well, might as well do something unusual just to make myself stand up on my, Kenneth peers. What do you got?
Well, while I was on a mission, we killed a purple worm. And
You did what?
Yeah. It ambushed us in the middle of the place. In the middle of the desert. We managed to kill it.
She looks at you with a bit of shock and awe, eyes wide. And says, "Oh, really? What'd you get out of it?"
A few a lot of coins out of its stomach. But while I was opening up the stomach, I managed to salvage a pretty large chunk of carapace.
Let's see
to turn this into a shield.
Let's see what you got. Cool. And you hefted the carapace over to her. She picks up and says, "Ugh." She kind of knocks at it. Huh. Not bad quality. She taps it, places her ear next to it. Frowns a little and says, It is a rather heavy for a shield, but it makes good armor. If you want to make a good shield, if you ask me, not only does it have to be durable, it also has to be light, so you can quickly, so you have to wear down your shield whenever you use it. The best type of quality, if you ask me, is mithril. Good if you want to wear heavy armor, but don't have the strength, or you want to stick around and have an easier time with it. Because have you ever tried to stick around in bulky armor?
I have.
Not really. I stick with my mage armor. I assume I can tap the invisible barrier and it pops up a little bit visible. That's how I imagine mage armor works.
She nods. Okay. I don't think it would be a good idea to make a shield out of this thing, but armor. Well, it depends on the material and whether or not this kind of material interacts well with the schema, the thing that is used to make a. Let me summarize it. To make a item magical. It's how it works around here. Yeah, so unfortunately, it would be really hard to make a shield out of this thing. Armor, less so, because this thing is rather heavy, durable but heavy. You get what I'm saying? So, might I recommend you that I can make some a breastplate out of this thing? You look like you can carry. I suspect not the heaviest but pretty durable armor. She says her feminine voice a little low, little low for
Let me look this up.
But perhaps
and
as an
this one, right?
alternative, I could provide you with a mithril shield. It might cost you a bit of a pretty penny, and unfortunately, I don't have any mithril mithril on me. But I've heard one of the forges down below in the lower levels might, but I think it's been abandoned for some time. I'm not quite sure. Hey, aren't you part of the Clifftop Guild, the Adventurers Guild?
Yes.
Oh, good. You might. There might be a bit of a flyer for that sort of thing. Someone has left it there in regards to that sort of thing. If you can find me some mithril, we might cut out a deal.
I'm actually heading down to the Cogs.
Oh,
A little bit.
I've been hearing about this weird this weird street of murders.
Oh yes, we're actually heading down there to solve that. My party went ahead, but I have the broom, so I could fly down there myself.
You're going to have a broom that you can fly down at the rare scale of like bombitude, like bridges, an elemental, some hippogriffs, giant owls, even other people flying and other like carriages, flying coaches, and the like.
I've flown through more hazardous terrain.
It's safer to take the stairs or the elevator, as she says a little awkwardly. Trust me on this one. I don't want to see anyone go splat.
Yeah, my party did already get the head start on me.
I want to catch up with them. You're in the middle of a job, right? Just saying.
Just saying.
Yep. It's going to take them an hour and a half. I figured I have extra time to get down there. So I was stopping in around the shops.
Alright, you know where to find me, she says, and she gets back to work on her anvil.
I'll see you later. Okay.
She responds with a nod.
Other than the breastplate is not, but is about as good as what I got, but I can upgrade my dexterity, so I'll probably not do that. Just keep the carapace as a trophy, then I guess. Unless I can find anti-gravity magic to make it lighter. Actually, that's something I can probably do.
Alright.
Wouldn't that feather fall?
Anyway,
so,
on the broom, and let's go.
Alright, I'm gonna roll on the feet. I'm gonna roll from Folly and Sharn for simplicity's sake.
You're gonna roll for what?
For Sharn, since you're on the bloom. I'm gonna reroll that. I'm gonna reroll that because you're not actually falling, you're just lying on a broomstick. Alright, you fall past a hippogriff. Well, you fly past a hippogriff, which you're about as you get on your broom and shout to and you shout to the sand towards the Cogs, zipping past the bridges and towers. You see a hippogriff flying past you, and you're about to collide on a crash course. Roll me a dexterity saving throw. Dexterity acrobatics.
Do I happen to have advantage since I've done a lot with this broom?
No.
I thought it would. Oh well.
Yeah, what does this game do instead of fly checks?
But the what's the magic item called again?
Magic broom. Magic flying broom.
You gotta be more specific. It's called the broom flying.
Broom of flying is what it is.
Yeah, you gotta be Pacific.
It basically just lets you fly. Alright, so make a dexterity saving throw.
I got a crit. I got a nat 20, but it hit the floor. Can I use that?
Alright.
Wait, how heavy is your character with all their gear?
Like 40 pounds, apparently.
Yeah, 40 pounds of equipment and 62.
I got 47 pounds of carrying.
And 62 pounds from your backpack. And 600 and about and the carpet with the component pouch. You're carrying all. It seems to carrying all of that.
Oh.
So under 200 pounds, which means you got a flying speed of 50 feet.
Well, I'm going to say for simplicity's sake, 30 feet. How much does the character weigh?
No, I mean, it explicitly says 50 feet unless it's over 200 pounds, then it's 30.
Yep. calculating weight again.
What's the distance from Cloud Top? Let's see.
Okay, I'm looking at the Sharn. All right, traveling around Sharn. It's gonna. Normally, it would take you about 30 minutes to an hour, depending on the size.
See, it's a mile.
So it's gonna take you about 30 minutes to an hour, depending on the size and distance.
Let's see.
So it's a mile.
So
at 50 feet a minute.
50 feet per
6 seconds. All right. Miles, what? 250, 2456, I think.
So basically, it's going to take you 10 minutes to get down there.
Alrighty. While this is happening with Abe.
Also, because it's a mile, you can just say, "Take me to the Cogs," and the broom will do it for you.
Take me to your leader.
Or I could try your skydive.
No.
I still have a feather token.
You can send a broom to travel alone to a destination within 1 mile if you speak the command word, name the location, and are familiar with that place. Oh, never mind. It just goes up on its own for a mile. That's so cool.
Yeah.
I suppose you could hang from it on a belt or something, but
Yeah. All right. For the rest of you all, from the lower ward of the City of Towers, you find an elevator to carry you deeper still. The human attendant double checks the condition of the lifts, ropes, and pulleys, and having satisfied himself, he calls out your destination. Welcome aboard for Black Bones. Please keep your arms inside the cabin, and for your own safety and sanity, try not to stare too deeply into the darkness, for it will stare back at you. No questions asked. You're pretty sure
Wait, is this the elevator or is this...
Elevator. You said elevator.
Apparatus skills. Just the look on their face is just like... Apparatus has questions. And a lot of them are going to be really insulting.
He ignores you.
No. Apparatus doesn't say any of that, but the look on their face, as much as, a warforged face can express, is... You could tell that they want to say, "Are you a fucking idiot? Just operate the goddamn... You just operate the goddamn elevator." And also, anytime you say "no questions asked," I'm gonna have questions.
The elevator named Marvin?
No, this elevator doesn't sound that depressed.
Oh, well, okay. Valid point.
But it might be the doors that sigh when you open them.
Anyway, the human pulls the lever at his control point, and the cage begins to descend. Soon, the thrones of people thin out, and a light of ever-burning lanterns, or ever-bright lanterns, become increasingly rare. Within minutes, a lantern aboard the elevator is your only sanctuary against the darkness. Beyond the cabin, the lowest depths of the towers of Sharn are stacked with broken floors, collapsed bridges, and abandoned streets. A ghost of an ancient city, now merely a foundation. It is silent, save for the labored breathing of the attendant.
Can I please fly by the elevator shaft? Just say hi.
Sure, go ahead.
Turn down the...
Sure, go. Well, can you see anything in the darkness?
Yes.
I cast magic missile at it.
The darkness. Darkness is me.
Wait, you're seriously casting magic missile at the darkness?
I don't have magic missile! Well, I am referencing a meme.
Just to let you know, you have a wand of magic missiles.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
I forgot.
Hey, Slowpokes.
This is, by the way, anybody who happens to be new to Nord Stream or whatever, this is not unusual. This is just D&D.
Yeah,
I've been playing it since 1979, and it hasn't changed.
Everyone wants to get Lord of the Rings. What you get is Monty Python. Or everyone wants Record of Lodoss War, which, by the way, was an actual D&D campaign that they did try to get Wizards of the Coast to publish. But the
TSR actually.
Yeah, that's right, TSR. But the owners of TSR were extremely racist and didn't want some Japanese players to come up with the campaign. But yeah, so everyone wants Record of the Lodoss War, but all they get is Slayers.
Yeah.
We're pretty much like the Legend of Fox Machina.
Anyway.
But less horny.
Yeah, we don't have a scanline. Well,
Motherfucker, I will make Apparatus be a Scanlan.
No.
I can customize my parts to whatever you need, baby.
Oh no. No, just no.
Whatever you need.
Critical Role.
No questions asked.
I wondered why you bought a vacuum cleaner in the last shop we visited.
Alright, then, even the ruins are swallowed by larger rock, and the silence gives way to the rubbles of industry, where they make hammering, the hiss of steam, and the roar of forged fire. Left attendant opens the cage to reveal the cavernous expanse of the Blackbone's central square, lit in the deep orange glow of molten metal and ever-burning torches. At its focus is an oasis of sparkling water, surrounded by a pool of blazing lava. At its fringes, shadowed, smoke-filled tunnels promise an endless network of foundries and mines. On top of the smoke and sulfur, warforged are common, hauling machinery, pushing carts of ore, and pumping the bells. As in much of Ocean's underbelly, goblinoids share the space, making the living as best as they can from the shadows. Which means we're going over to the next scenery, as one of my Roll20 tabs need to open up.
Hey, Slowpokes, what took you so long?
Yeah, you kind of like hear like as you zip down, as you travel down.
Yeah, I already said I passed by them in the elevator, so I would have been waiting at the bottom.
And everyone was like, "The fuck was that?"
No, I said hi.
Yeah, earlier the was like, "The darkness, the darkness."
Oh. I think almost everyone has dark vision.
I don't think Apparatus does.
No, Apparatus doesn't.
Doesn't have what?
Dark vision. I'm gonna create a little light box thing.
Okay, you do so, and you see more. And earlier you see kind of like more of the like more of the towers. And for a second, you kind of did you just zip past, or you just like slowly descending with the elevator?
I approached the elevator, said hello, Slowpokes, and then see the bottom.
My ass is made of wood and metal, and watching you ride that thing down the entire time made my ass hurt.
Anyway, so what I said all of that. So, the industry of Sharn is buried beneath the ground. Vast foundries of forges tap into lava flows that rise out from the depths, and tanneries, slaughterhouses, and other unsavory trades are hidden in the labyrinth that lies beneath the city. The heat.
Oh, that's an awful smell! Piss plus burning?
What?
Okay, tanneries smell like piss. Because the primary ingredient that you're using is ammonia, which we get from people's piss.
Well, your character...
That's where the term, don't have a pot to piss in comes from. Because, poor people would literally sell pots full of their piss to tanneries.
And as I said, the heat is oppressive, air is full of smoke and foul odors, and the ringing sound of metal on metal echoes through the dark and claustrophobic tunnels. You are in the Black Bones, the gateway to the lower Cogs. The soot-covered halls seem to stretch on forever, punctuated by doors leading to workhouses or ossuary hostels. Warforged focus on their work while goblins and filthy human children lurk in the shadows. There are no signs of the Shorn Watch, but few of the foundries have armed guards who watch passerbys with suspicious eyes. Up ahead, a distinctive sign indicates the entrance to a building. The Red Hammer.
Question: how quickly did the elevator attendant just leave?
No, he's still in the elevator. Just calmed down after realizing who was there. It's like, oh, throws me right for assuming.
How quickly is did he close the door and leave? Is he sticking around, or is he just second everyone stepped off the elevator?
It's a big fucking elevator. I'm pretty sure there's some people that have pressed the "please come and pick me up within the next 3 hours" button.
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay.
Nobody asked if we were even the only ones on the elevator.
Oh, there are others, and like.
Oh, we weren't. Nord said that we weren't.
Okay. Anyway, let's get this going.
So anyway, the elevator ascends with different people this time. And, yeah. What do you want to do?
Start investigating. Let's ask around and see what all.
Well, you know what the...
we have a meeting point,
you know
don't we?
where... You see the red hammer just ahead of you.
I'll head there.
Inon?
It'd be good to get the backup of somebody local, I suppose.
You know where the... you see the red hammer. You could just, like, watch in.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. In character.
And, by the way, the red hammer is easily found also by the Gathering Warforged outside its meager storefront. As you approach, Elisif, the patrons outside eye you with suspicion, but do not challenge you.
Big people, whatever.
Hello.
So I'm gonna wander in. Good. Trying crap here. That's what I'm doing.
Okay. What about the rest of you?
I mean, I said let's go get some, at least the okay of the person probably everyone trusts around here.
Apparatus, being a warforged, is just going to go in.
Okay. Huntford? Oh, Inon, do you want to catch up? Oh, go into the red hammer with the others? You have to remember, everybody, Inon gonna have a bit of a delayed response. Alrighty.
Oh,
Yeah, because they're listening to the stream via Twitch, because they can't do the voice thing.
Because Discord doesn't work.
Yeah, it works for us, but we seem to have bad luck. He seems to have bad luck with it. Leave
Making
me.
it work.
we're getting started on bad luck.
So
Anyway, everybody's in as far as I know.
So anyway, give me a second to bring up the next music. And yes, it's gonna be more Dragon Age music.
Oh, I was hoping for the milk bar from Majora's Mask.
I don't know if I want to test that with Nintendo's music, because they've been really happy with Cease and Desist lately.
I know, and it makes me kind of pissed off about that.
Like, at least when it comes to, like, fan games. Give me a second. Alright. Give me a second to open the scene up. Alright, inside the... Sorry, what were you saying? Inside, the air is thick with smoke from small forge burning low in the common room, and single wall-mounted braziers provides dim, flickering lighting. A dozen warforged are scattered.
Braziers.
Braziers. Brazier.
Z.
Provides dim.
These aren't wrist guards. They're not
dim,
bracers.
flickering lighting. A dozen warforged are scattered about the floor. Speaking rumbling voices and working personal repairs with a varied tools of artifice.
Question: does anyone speak Goblin? That might be useful.
Apparatus does, thanks to
Yes.
thanks to their time in Salvation.
And also kind of being from this area.
The clientele are first at Scorvair's battlefields. You know,
Clientele.
clientele. And a eccentric Kyrie siege mixes with a slight Carnage scout and a heavy Carnage knight. Meanwhile, a former soldier from the army of Thrain swaps war stories with Loud Scout, while across the room, a Kyron archer is being polished by a Karn siege and the engineer. I would like at least one of you to roll a history check. It's going to be really easy because you've never been here, but you might have heard a lot about this place.
21.
Well, part tavern, part smithy, it provides the Red Hammer provides a source for conversation and repairs, especially for warforged. You see a cobalt-plated warforged at the bar breaking conversation to greet you. Her voice is silk, like a song. Welcome to the Red Hammer, friends. The name's Blue. What can I help you with?
We are here looking for... Out of character, I forgot the person's
Ash.
name. For Ash?
Ash, you say?
Top sentence.
Say, you work with the Clifftop Guild, right?
Lyra.
Yes.
It's Lyra, right?
Ooh. Funny story,
Sorry,
I do know...
What'd you say?
what do you say?
Someone was talking.
That's
Lyra,
lady.
right? That's the lady who sent us Lyra?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm throwing that name around. Lyra.
Laura, huh? And she kind of like briefly eyes you apparatus for a moment before turning her attention back to you, Abe. Funny story. Another group of adventurers. Have you heard of a noble woman named Zoria?
Sounds familiar.
Have we? I'm
Yeah.
again out of character. I am awful with names.
You do. She is played by Rose Warrior 01. She is an Orzamar monk. You have met her on a lightning rail back on the way to Sharn from... Oh, I forgot the name of the city. So give me a second. Yeah, you went on foot from Salvation to Fathiron to take care of monster problems from a crypt that's near the Moorland. And then you travel back to Sharn to find out more about the Oracle of War at Sharn. Hope that helps, Silicon. On the way, however, the train has been hijacked by bandits that call themselves the Tunnel Snakes.
Yep.
Oh Lord.
I remember you telling me all this.
Okay. You fought your way through, and you have encountered not only a rival from Zoria's adventures, but also a changeling named Anna.
Isn't that the missing crewmate?
Not the missing crewmate. No, different changeling. Different changeling. So yeah, Blue perks up. But anyway, I suppose you're not here for that. You're here to see Ash, yes?
Yep.
We were told the sergeant.
Yeah. She points you to a rather imposing warforged with minimal armor plating. Ash, someone wants there's these group of adventurers from the guild that wants to see you. They also mentioned Laura. And and you see, and Warforged perks up, looks at you, and begs you towards her. Shooing you to the corner, to the corner table. What do you want to do? Probably need to just phone you real quick. Alright, you go over to the table, and says, name's Ash. I suppose you're the ones that Lara sent over?
Yeah,
We are?
We're here to solve a mystery.
Indeed. If... I wouldn't be so casual about this. Whoever you are.
And why is that?
Almost half of the Warforged of Sharn live in Black Boats. Most made pacts with the guilds, like you, I suppose. exchanging services for shelter and a lump sum at the end of the term. After 30 years of wars, 10 years pounding steel seems simple enough, and most of these soldiers just want someone to tell them what to do. There have been difficult times, but we have always persevered. Then, about last month, we found Leatherneck. He was damaged beyond hope of repair. His arms were missing. Over the past few weeks, 7 other warforged have been destroyed. The humans have called the killer Jack and Irons. Shadow Black claims humans were responsible for the deaths. Me, I just want to stop being afraid.
What's that dwarven bastard's name?
Let me look him up. Thank you. I'm glad you.
I think you know exactly what dwarven bastard I'm talking about.
Thorin.
Nolan Thor. Go ahead and roll me a history check with advantage because
I am a warforged who lives in Sharn. I know exactly who this man is.
Nolan Thornack.
Consider
for the Cogs.
Consider that he wants me dead.
Counselor for the Cogs, largely seen as a tool of the industrialists who own the foundries there. Members of his families were killed by warforged during the last war. And, well, Thornack harbors a bit of a bitter grudge against House Kenneth and the Warforged because of that.
We're getting more.
Who's echoing? Testing.
What? What'd you say his name was again?
Okay, done.
Nolan Thornack. I'll copy and paste the name in the campaign thing.
Toranac. Oh, I thought you were saying Thornack.
Toranac, yeah.
I thought it was Thornack too.
Every single time, he tries to have Warforged reclassified as property and seeks to suppress Warforged activists in the Cogs. He tried to stop the Warforged protests earlier this year, the ones that Zoria has participated in, and he has claimed credit for her involvement, and others, in the incident involving the Steel Elysium. So yeah, he's an asshole. To make that a bit of
genocide.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good place to start.
Anyway,
At least a good idea. Step one.
So, Apparatus, do you want to say anything about that to Ash?
Do we know if a certain Nolan and while Apparatus normally speaks rather flatly, he said, or they say Nolan's name with more disgust than you've ever heard anything Apparatus ever say.
Nolan, the dwarven bastard? She says, and clutches her hands and says,
Do you think that fucker's involved?
No, I hope not. Too obvious.
It'd be convenient though. You guys get the cogs when he goes down.
Well, unfortunately, these are not that simple.
And never are down here in the Cogs.
Yep. Probably could be pretty persuasive on it though.
Especially you, Abe, and Elsif.
Yep.
And do you have any other questions? This is me asking as DM.
Is there a localized spot where these murders have been taking place?
Good point.
All 8 victims worked at the Tane Foundry.
Well, that's kind of pretty localized.
Okay, so
no obvious. Wait. Sir.
Mental locations.
If you're wondering about a pattern, well, like I said, there's been 8 deaths in the past 4 weeks. No obvious pattern.
Aside from the warforged thing.
Correct.
Okay.
And the Tane Foundry.
And that. So there's no
And
common
she
spot, so it's
indicates,
just the
and
cogs.
she pulls the map and kind of points in a general area, near the cogs. If you want, I would like you to roll an investigation check.
All right.
My strong suit.
What's your bonus?
Oh, I have a +1. I'm not good at this.
Oh, okay. So I got +8.
Ooh, that's nice. 16.
Well, yeah.
Let's see.
Yep. It seems like it matches up. The Tane Foundry.
It's all around the Tane Foundry?
The Tane Factory is the epicenter. As you put 2 and 2 together.
Well, if it's random murders, rather personal murders, I'm guessing. If they're going that far as to rip someone's arms off.
Well, you weren't far off. What's the name again? Ash asks.
Abraham.
Abraham. You look a little so magical for looking for a human. Anyway, you weren't far off from what you said. All the victims were ripped apart and pieces of the bodies were missing. Some believe that the killer is some sort of beast from the deep ruins. Said that actually eats metal.
So we might be dealing with rust monsters. Actually, that's not far. Were they rusty? The victims.
I don't know.
Out of character.
Okay.
I don't know. They seem like they're keeping up with all their skills. Rusty as in, out of practice.
Yeah.
I did actually think that was funny. So.
All right. Krosky, Huntford. Would you like to ask anything? Ask Ash if anything.
Before they do, I have to use the euphemism again. I'll be back in about 5 minutes.
Sure.
Okay.
All right, Huntford. Do you want to ask her anything?
About the killings.
Yeah.
You said they were random.
I don't know if they're random, but there is a pattern. But there's no obvious pattern.
There's a
But as you say, the Tane
past that.
Factory. But as I realized, the only pattern that I could find is the Tane Foundry.
There's a victim pattern, not any other killing pattern.
Yeah, Warforged. Warforged and the Tane Foundry
I
pattern.
What When was the first of the murders?
4 weeks, like I said. They all began about 4 weeks ago. A month.
And when was the most recent?
Okay, out of character. I'm trying to figure this out.
5 minutes ago.
I'm
Not
guessing
5 minutes. Not exactly 5 minutes ago, but about.
I had to make a joke.
In about 1 minute, when the assassin gets here.
I'm streaming.
I'm sorry.
Hey, no.
Tell Mom I say hi.
Sorry, my mom was stopping my check on me. That's fine. I'm fine. Anyway,
Okay. I got one more question.
what?
Do you know why the kids love the taste of Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
This one will sound a little morbid, but what parts have gone missing?
Didn't I tell you? I don't.
We had one of being arms.
You were joking. I assume you were joking, but it is not a joke.
Why the?
No, I'm not
Why
joking.
would we
We've
joke
dealt with
about
people who Frankenstein things together before. if it's like different parts off of everybody, we might be dealing with one of those guys again.
Speaking of patterns, she looks around, looks at one of the warforged. She eyes one that has blackened metal plating and dagger hilts extended from internal sheaths built into his thighs. She lowers her voice and says, "A living creature would certainly have left more clues, don't you think? I think the stories about that ghost are more than just stories."
No shit.
You ever heard of the legend of the Jack and Irons?
Different than the newspaper name?
From the Chronicles?
Yeah, assuming this murderer got his name in the papers. As most do.
If you want, I would like each of you to make a history check.
Alright. 15.
Oh, natural 20.
Hufford's doing great.
D5.
Got another 3.
3. I didn't, and
From the nursery rhyme, Jack be nimble, Jack be irons, Jack because he has her firens. I don't know what firens is.
Yeah, Aaron. Aaron. I didn't. Abe, you're not exactly.
Jeremy Irons, the actor.
You don't act. You don't actually live in like. You haven't been around Sean long enough to know about this local legend. But Apparatus, Huntford, you do.
15, okay.
Apparatus will explain.
Yeah, both Apparatus and Ash will explain.
Voice.
And I will. Sharn is built on the ruins of Dor Sharn, one of the oldest human settlements in Corvair. Dor Sharn was destroyed during the War of the Mark, the conflict that occurred when the first Dragonmark houses exterminated the bearers of aberrant Dragonmarks. When Dor Sharn was seized by the aberrant army, most of the inhabitants were allowed to flee, but few were held as prisoners or slaves. One of these was Jack the Kenneth, a weaponsmith of remarkable skill. Jack was imprisoned in one of the deepest lava forges in Dor Sharn, bound in mystical chains and forced to toil for the aberrant warlords. He was so trapped in the depths when the final battle shattered the city and buried revenants under tons of rock. According to legend, magical chains were so powerful that Jack's spirit was trapped in Dor Sharn. Today, there are dozens of stories about the vengeful Jack and Irons. Sometimes he preys on Dragonmarked heirs. Sometimes he kills arrogant smiths who dare to match his skills. Lately, he's been blamed for the deaths of the Warforged and Black Bones. He's the boogeyman of the Cogs, and superstition crafters often carry a single chain link as a shield against his anger.
For all the good it does. There's worse things than Jack and Irons down here.
Probably.
Older.
Ash says.
You know that this place isn't even originally a human settlement, right?
Well, I'm not in a position to know, she says, but I'm a little nervous around. I'm a little nervous about around Shadow Black, referring to the black-plated Warforged. He reveres the Lord of Blades, and with the murders, many Warforged are starting to take it more seriously, and that is well, that worries me as well.
Lord of Blades is a fucking psychopath if he actually exists.
Agreed.
At least a lot of followers are. The ones that actually do things. I know there's plenty of Warforged that give more than lip service. I mean, as would anyone who had a chance of a physical god of their own kind. Especially those that are downed and oppressed.
Oh, I want to go talk to the guy right now. The Shadow Blades guy. Or whatever.
Careful. What race are you again?
Kalistar.
Okay, are you obviously Kalistar? Like, are you wearing a...
No. I'm very angular human. That's about it.
I meant like your clothing and stuff.
Oh no, I'm wearing a pirate's cap. I'm wearing a suit and a pirate's coat. I do not.
Oh yeah, don't talk to him.
Why not? Ash just kind of like looks at Apparatus and Abe, a little confused. Why not?
If he's dangerous and a follower of the Lord of Blades, he's not going to take kindly to someone that looks like they're human coming to talk to him, asking him if he's been ripping off other warforged arms.
Oh, I wasn't gonna do that. That's way too stupid. No, I was going to talk to him and see what he's been up to. You know, just like...
Then he'll stab you.
Subtly do it.
Okay. Huntford, Elsif, I didn't want to say anything else.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
You was-
I don't have anything else to add.
Huntford, what about you?
We're possibly dealing with a Lord of Blades fanatic. Hopefully not too fanatical. And the human-looking person wants to go talk to him. It's my apparatus going, yeah, no, if you're human, you don't go talk to Lord of Blades.
I can look
Or I'm
at
Lord of Blades followers.
I can look
just
at human.
Just to let everybody know, both in character and in real life, I suck at mysteries. I love reading them, and I write. I'm an author, but there's no way I could write a mystery because I'm really, really horrible at it. Whatever you guys tell me to do, that's what I'll go do. But for me to figure something out, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, your character's the only one that doesn't have anything good with investigation in the party. Everyone else is either trained in it or is a bard.
Well, bards have check full of traits, just saying.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
actually, I'm horrible at investigation.
You investigating something, I'm like,
Rolls today. I can look not human.
Anyway,
Odds are, there's a good chance that he's been glaring at you the entire time that we're here.
Yeah,
All of us, but especially anyone that looks human.
yeah. You kind of like see, see that that Warforged just like I, you, Abe, Elsif, and Huntford.
Well, I don't look at it, so.
Lord of Blade fanatics tend to really not like humans or dwarves, but mostly humans, because of how humans treated Warforged in general.
Right. I get your point. Not more for it.
Yeah.
Alrighty, buddy. Well, I guess I'll stick around. I'll stick around here. But if he pops up multiple times, I will probably try to talk to him.
Don't make me walk up and slap.
And while you were all talking, some of the other Warforged seem to look towards you. It seems to look towards you, as if they're expecting you to talk to them.
Manual.
Hello. I'm gonna wave at anybody looking.
Beep, beep, beep.
Who's the most charismatic in the group?
Probably me.
Probably me.
Well, yeah, probably Ty.
Although, since Elsif has the mark of hospitality, she has a bit of an edge because she can roll a d4 and add it to her persuasion rolls.
All right.
A 7 due to as much.
I would like some help here. Let me talk to these Warforged, but I would like your input on how to do this.
Sure. I know almost nothing about Warforged, so.
And I do. However, I also don't know how to talk to a scared group of civilians who are wondering if they're going to be murdered that night.
Oh, I've done that a lot. And I've had a lot of Warforged crewmates.
That is a valid concern. I think you need to address their concerns first. Before any questions or anything else, you know. Whatever you think their concerns are. I think if you address those first, you'll have a better response.
And confidence is key.
Absolutely.
If you do not appear scared, and you are calm maybe a little cheerful.
Calm, cool, and
You
collected.
will convey those emotions on to everyone else. That's how a leader works.
All
You
right.
got
Both positivity and fear can be spread like a contagion.
I want to back up Apparatus if he goes to talk to people.
But that's my opinion.
All right.
Okay, so
Oh, wait. Can I try something?
what?
I wonder if I could walk out and use disguise self to be a warforged.
You're gonna walk out in front of everybody and then use the disguise self and then walk right back in. I think that's gonna work.
I mean, if I walk
Yeah,
out,
I think all that's going to do is you might fool some, but the rest are just going to be insulted that you think that's stupid.
Right, and alien.
Alright, yeah. I'll save that for just an intimidation check for you
If
then.
done that previously, before we went in, that would have been different. Yeah, I think it might work then.
Yeah.
But we here now.
I didn't think about this being scared of human things.
Not only that, but there's a huge difference in body language between Warforged and any of the squishy races.
Right.
And you coming in as a stranger, they're going to just watch you, especially, oh
Right.
shit, there's someone doing murders. And then they're going to go, that's a weird fucking Warforged. No one's like that. What Warforged scratches their ass?
Okay, yeah. I will save that for another kind of disguise I had in mind.
Right. Again, it wasn't a bad
I would
idea.
go horribly wrong.
You would probably do better as a goblinoid disguise self. Warforged tend to have better relations with other second-class citizens.
Does your character know that?
Good point.
Probably. I'd assume.
I mean, Apparatus is from here.
So probably, they've probably been to on there. They've been around like Brilliant. So odds are, yeah, they would know.
To my knowledge, the only warforged I have ever been around that we've ever come across and I've talked to whatever anyway is that red.
Yeah.
Any what little knowledge I have.
All right.
About warforged.
I've mentioned the black and metal plated Warforged. I also mentioned a 6.5 foot tall adamantine plated Warforged, where his clothing currently dressed in teal and orange Astron's outfit. And we eye that Warforged, and we look back at that Warforged. Ash proud to you, and under her breath says, "Dandy's one. Is the one who found the most recent murder victim."
Right.
And you also find another Warforged. This one's over 6 feet tall and covered in coppery metal. This Warforged, unusually lean and gaunt, with limbs out of proportion of its body, as if stretched out on a rack. Fingers long and delicate.
Does it look like it's intentional, or is he a misforged? Or what the hell
they look really lean.
That doesn't answer my question.
You're not quite sure.
Is it still uniform? Like all the fingers are the same length to each other?
They're kind of uniform. Yeah, they're kind of...
Okay, so most likely intentionally made like that. As opposed to, all misshapen and shit.
Right. I don't think they can go on a diet.
Okay.
Warforged can eat, so they can go on. They can go on a diet. It just doesn't do anything for them.
Hey Nord, can I do something?
What is it?
I want to know if this will work. So could I use Mind Link on Apparatus, and he gets and they get since they can talk to me telepathically, I could if Apparatus gets stumped or is going a little off trail, with talking to people.
Yeah.
Can
So
I
you can
give-
coach me without making it obvious that you're coaching me.
Yeah, advantage is my idea here.
Yeah.
Charisma advantage.
And with him coaching apparatus, can we use his role instead of mine? Because I've got a -1.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Plus 11 would be
Unfortunately,
good for you.
unfortunately, no.
Okay.
Knowledge would transfer like that, but I don't see how charisma could transfer.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's not how it works.
Yeah, well, okay.
Okay.
All right. Apparatus is going to first kind of talk to the crowd a little bit.
Which member? Which one of the 4 warforged had looked up
Not
at you?
one. He's talking to the tavern.
There.
Like
There.
Crowd.
Yeah, sorry. They're talking to everyone.
Would the advantage work, though, Nord? Easy question.
Okay.
So,
And the
You're
coach will give
announcing
an advantage.
So what do you want to
We're
do?
gonna need it.
I'm going to be rolling persuasion.
By the way, if you roll just a little low, you're welcome to use a hero point. Spend a hero point, and then add that roll a d6 to the result. We've been using the house for a while. I'm not surprised no one else uses it.
Fuck!
Oh my! Oh!
Okay,
Can
do
the
the
mind give an
advantage.
advantage?
There we go, 16.
Wow! A 0! Wow!
Okay.
I haven't rolled that low in years.
Mind link coaching.
there you go.
Like apparatus just opens his
I
mouth.
wrote, ahem! Shit! Fuck! What was I gonna say?
Starts panicking up on stage like just give him a speech.
My name is Apparatus.
See him do
These
this.
These are my comrades. We are from the Clifftop Adventurers Guild.
I am going to jump up on a table.
You're gonna jump on a table. Some of the warforged just like looks at you a little weird because halfway on a table.
I'm not even going to jump up on a table. I'm not even 3 foot tall. You gotta be able to see me. Okay? I can walk underneath the table without ducking my head. I'm gonna jump up on a table. Preferably an empty spot on a table. Okay. And
Probably
I'm
we're
going
sitting
to
at.
start expounding on why we're there.
Sorry, what?
Not that we why we are there, that we are I don't want to put this. That we are not only not there to harm anybody, but we're there to help people.
What race are you again?
Happening.
Marka Hospitality Halfling.
Huh?
Marka Hospitality Halfling. Just
Oh,
answering.
Okay.
But anyway,
Warforged of the Cogs would probably be neutral towards you then.
yeah, we are there to help people and not harm them. And then if anybody wants to give any information to us, they can either do it now, as I'm speaking, publicly or privately later. That's their choice. And then I'm going to make my persuasion roll.
Go right ahead.
Because I have a +8 to 12 to begin with. Where the hell is the point for what? There we go. Total. Okay, so
Yeah, click on the D&D Beyond, and is it?
I got. So it's
Or you can click on the dice on the dice symbol in Roll20.
well,
you
I'm already on roll 20. Okay.
Yeah,
You
you can do the physical dice. It's great.
I'm trying to end up all my crap here. So so persuasion I get +10.
Yeah, +10. So D20 +10 plus D4.
Right. So D20. So
Can I give them advantage, or can I give them advantage for my attempt too?
Yeah. Introductions.
do I
Since they probably know apparatus a little bit.
So do I roll? It's RD20, R, whatever, and then D20. Do I do? How do I add another D to that? So just like
Plus D4 +10.
Okay. And then I can also use Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah, you could do that. But you cannot use Bardic Inspiration on yourself.
Oh, well, that's a valid point. So it's like, okay, so watch me roll a 1. Come on. 1.
1 is bad.
Oh, no shit. 24.
24. Ooh! 24, yeah, that's actually really good. Alrighty, some of the crowd seems to like calm a little down. They murmur around about themselves. Most of them nod with approval, except the metal-plated warforged, just like stands in the corner, arms crossed.
Wait, the mithril. Wait, I thought it was gonna be the black one, the black-plated.
Yeah,
that wasn't gonna be impressed because.
Yeah, he says not. So both of you tried to persuade to him, and he like looks at you, just like point blank at you, and tells you, "Get lost."
Whatever.
That's the Lord of Blades follower, right?
Yeah.
It's funny that he automatically is able to do that, but
Apparatus is pointedly ignoring him. Because
I'm not paying any attention to him either. Whatever, I don't care.
He's not helping.
I'm sorry, but you're not one of the masses that I control.
and for Apparatus, it's because he's going to be a lunatic. He's a lunatic follower who goes around with his weapons like that. He's probably a violent fanatic.
Don't care.
Which means he's a threat. And not someone that's going to help the investigation.
Yeah, still don't care. It's one person. Anyway, so that's what I'm going to be doing. I don't know what any of this, but
yeah.
I don't know.
So that warforged is not going to be much help.
Just to be.
He's definitely not going to be much help. Who else would you like to talk to? There are 3.
I'm gonna. Apparatus is gonna hand out. Basically, business cards.
Business cards. What kind of business cards?
Basically, it's got his Gula.
Yeah, their Gula.
It's got their Gula and Clifftop Adventurers Guild.
Adventure for us.
And few ways to contact. And it's he's also going to quickly transcribe it so that it's
there.
Yes, right. Yes, thank you. So that they're going to quickly transcribe it so that it's in Common and Goblin.
Wait, where would you get the business cards from?
I can make them real quick.
Oh yeah, you have like the magical tinkering thing.
Yep.
It's
just
kind of
starts printing out.
It's kind of like temporary though. Just saying.
Until I decide to go make something else, yeah.
That's fine.
Do you want to warn some of the warforged about that?
During the really awkward speech Apparatus is giving, if you would like to come, if any of you hear of anything that can help us stop this monster, here's how you can contact us. And he just prints out a bunch. So they print out a bunch. They hand them out to anyone that basically goes out and puts their hand out for one, and also they leave a stack on the tavern bar.
Okay. The one that Ash refers to as Dandy approaches you. It says, and kind of like looks around, a little awkwardly. Says, "Hi."
Hello. Ash said that your name is Dandy?
Yes. I believe you're right about the killer being some sort of monster. I've discovered the body of the most recent victim, and I'm still a little shaken by it. When I first saw the body, it was in the shadows at the end of the alley. I swear I saw some sort of figure living over it, but when I called out and approached them, It was only that I realized what's going on. I swear it's just like I was only 30 feet away from the killer. But I don't have a good look at him, at the killer. It's pretty scary.
Bipedal, four-legged. And
Good point.
Apparatus pulls out a notebook.
Okay, and he just like starts, and it sounds like he's starting to cry.
Aaron, what's your character's name again?
Elsa.
Sorry, could you say that again, please?
E-L-P... It's right part. E-L-S-P-E-T-H. It's kind of like Elizabeth, but it's Elsa.
Okay. Elsa, could you help me out here?
Sure. What do you want me to do?
I want him to cry.
Okay.
Apparatus is asking for help consoling him.
Right.
Dandy.
I'm gonna sing to it.
If you saw somebody die, it's okay. You don't have to cry.
And you
can
see,
tell by
and
Ben
you see the shadow, and you see the warforged he tried to persuade earlier approaches you and says like, "Hey, keep away from me, you intolerant heck to a flesh beast, and you tool of Kenneth, step away from him."
Always look on the bright.
Wait, is this the
Blades guy.
Lord of Blades?
Yeah.
Always look on the bright side of life.
Back off, Phonetic.
He doesn't-
We are trying to actually solve problems, not start them.
Oh, really? And before he says anything else, Ash approaches you and says, "Well, the bodies, I believe the bodies have been claimed by Slowguard the Kenneth, Lord of the local Kenneth Forge Hold."
Does Apparatus know them?
And also, you've heard of him by name, but it should be easy to find him.
Okay.
Yeah, though asking for directions might help refresh your memory.
And
Okay.
where can I find?
Lord.
Where can we find this?
Yeah, Ash tells you the directions.
Alright. Dandy, here's my card. Ash, would you be okay taking in any messages to us from anyone that comes in?
Ash looks at you and says, "Sure, what do you have in mind?"
Oh, just if you're gonna be here for a while, you would be easier to find than us, who were gonna be out investigating. Would you be all right with assisting us by staying here and taking in any information that anyone comes to you with?
Easy enough. Oh, and mind Copper's muttering, and you kind of like hear a copper-plated warforged, as I said earlier, saying, "It's tearing us apart. It's exposes the flaws. The tower is more powerful than any one of us. It's going to kill us all." And that's just like, don't mind him. He was traumatized by his time in the war. Poor sod.
We all were.
There's some more than others, I think.
Aaron, is your character a veteran?
That's a good question.
Well, you probably since you were at House Galanda, you've probably been across like various Golden Dragon inns that that were on the front lines. So indirectly,
Right.
probably.
Sort of. I guess, but I kind of view my character in that regard. Obviously, this is not in character, but I kind of view my character in that regard as like a member of the USO.
The what?
Oh Lord, I'm old.
Yeah, you said the last few words kind of like were a little garbled. Could you be
USO?
USO.
Okay, yeah, I'm definitely old. USO is the service organization, the United Service Organization. It is a group of, and still existing to this day. But it started in like I think the late 20s, mid 30s, and it is a group of performers, artists, musicians, singers, whatever, that go around different spaces and whatever around the world, but especially overseas, to entertain the troops.
House Fierlin, House Fierlin does that. However,
yes, but USO isn't just entertainers; it's also social workers,
bartenders.
It's a service organization. So I mean, that's what they're most known for is the celebrities and stuff.
And you could also be part of one of the five body call one of the five demeanuses, which are basically
and as a House Duresco bard, it's almost definitely what you'd be doing.
House Galanda.
That's what I meant. Yeah. Sorry, which one's Duresco? That's the Mage Red map. Yeah.
But Dallas is the Mage Red group.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so now that you got as much as you need in mind, where would you like to go? And you hear like Dan just like sobbing. And actually, Elsif, I would like you to roll a persuasion check with disadvantage because of the other warforged just stepping into and it made trouble for you.
Okay. Yeah.
So, say it again. You'd like me to roll a persuasion check? What?
With disadvantage because of the dark-plated warforged just like stepping in and yelling at you.
I'm gonna slap that motherfucker in the knee, I swear.
Careful.
So, what do you mean by with disadvantage? Do I take a negative on that or what?
You roll
twice, take the lower result.
I'm sorry, say again?
You roll twice.
Roll twice, take the lower result.
Oh, okay, not a problem.
Okay. Nord?
Yeah?
I figured that was what was going to happen. If we see the Blades guy again, I assume he'll probably not be very helpful this entire round. I'm going to run interference, because he'll probably be more upset at me than anybody else. And I will have the dodge action ready at all times. I'm not attacking him. I'm going to be friendly. I'm going to be...
Actually, he's probably going to be pissed off at Apparatuses more because he's going to see Apparatus as a race traitor.
Lower one.
Yeah.
13 versus 32. Holy shit.
Oh,
what?
Oh my! Oh god! Okay. You did your best to soothe Dandy. He cries a little less, but he's still like crying. As much as he could as a warforged.
Well, I mean, and it's not like I don't want to wipe everything out of his mind in order his problems away. Why I've always had a problem with Star Trek and the whole mind meld getting rid of your memories thing. But anyway.
By the way, I believe you have calm emotions as a bard.
The what?
You have calm emotions as a bard. Just saying.
Okay. I didn't know that.
I'm not sure how well that would go over though.
Anyway, so that's what I are doing.
I assume that being basically a social worker for people with PTSD,
yep,
they would know exactly how to use calm emotions in the most caring, therapeutic way possible.
Oh yeah.
But yeah.
And with that, I have to go. I have a show to do at 4, and I still got editing work to do on it.
Yeah, House Galanda. They do the inns, taverns, and restaurants. So, in your time, you have served food to veterans, and you gave a good word of advice here and then. You picked up that sort of thing as part of your service.
Sweet. So Nora can continue playing my character. Again, it was fun. I actually like I said, previously. I want to clarify that a little bit. I suck horribly at studying. Hey, that's why I don't write mysteries. Although, but I love playing them, and I like this version. Last night on my movie channel, we had Sherlock Holmes with Robert Downey, the first one, and so that kind of reminded me of this, and I really like it. So I got to get going. Y'all have a great day. Have fun.
I'll be taking over as Elsif.
Yep.
Okay, so.
Bam. Nord.
So anyway, so Elsif did what she could to calm Dandy down, but not by much. And Ash looks at you and says, "I'll take care." In the meantime, you should go over to that Kenneth's stronghold, that Kenneth place, that forge hold. Oh, what do you want to do?
I guess we're heading over there.
What about the rest of you? Unfred? Apparatus? Inon?
Well, obviously, Apparatus is going to be going to the Kenneth stronghold. In fact, without Apparatus, it's unlikely anyone would it's unlikely we'd be able to get. I just blinked on the name.
Oh shit!
Or
hey,
the word.
Snowdrop. It's good to see you.
Hi.
You just stopping by? Just stopping by?
Yeah.
Hey there, we're streaming. If you're okay with that, we're streaming the.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, hey there. Hey, Snowdrop.
Snowdrop runs the campaign that I'm in the evening.
Actually, this evening.
Yep.
Streaming on at 10.
Yep. The party that we complain that there's not enough combat, but every time she introduces combat, we circumvent it.
Yeah.
And the biggest role player is the fighter.
Yeah, that's ironic. I hope you're okay with saying that on stream. Just saying. This is gonna be on the record. So anyway, say I have a bit of a
Snowdrop's campaign is absolutely fun.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you're okay with like listening in on a murder mystery, Snowdrop?
Yes.
So yeah, and hey, who knows? Your character may drop in at some point, but I'll have to let you know what level your character is at that point in the timeline.
Oh,
okay.
You mean the 2'2" tiefling?
What?
Sorry, I always treat I can't remember your character, the tiefling barbarian that I kept on treating her actual height like Krillin's height got treated in the Dragon Ball comics. Whatever's funniest at the time. Like in actuality, she was 4 foot something, but
5 foot something in the lower half of 5 feet. I don't know.
Oh yeah, she was one of the shortest ones of the party.
Yeah.
And my blood hunter tossed her to go attack flying polyps. It was great.
So Inon, pretty much your only option for this murder mystery is to go to the Kenneth Forge Hold.
Well, not the only option, but it's the best one. Best looking one right now.
Yeah, fair enough. So,
does anyone have a familiar or anything like that?
Huntford does. The pseudo dragon.
Is it possible to have the pseudo dragon follow the Lord of Blades fanatic?
Yes. You can command your familiar to follow. As Ash says, and Ash explains, like, Shadow. Shadowbag here. I'm sorry for Shadowbag's attitude. And it's like, as Shadowbag just like walks back and just grumbles in the corner and tries to preach, but just isn't in the right mood, as you can tell.
Yeah, Apparatus would not put a Lord of Blades fanatic above murdering other warforged for various reasons.
Point across. Yeah.
What?
To get his point across.
Yeah, or murdering those that he sees as race traitors.
I'm still going to stick with that interference thing, though. That
Oh yeah.
seems good. Because if he's starting to gain momentum with the people here, if I could stop him from interrupting us, that would be great. I've still got Mind Link going, so I'm that advantage is going to.
Who are you linked with again?
Apparatus right now. I could do it with everybody. There's no limit on it. But like, I'm just going to stick with apparatus right now.
Where on D&D Beyond does it? Oh wait, racial traits. There we go. Resistance to poison damage. Shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
And with Chronicles of Eberron, your a warforged is now a construct instead of humanoid, which means you are immune to spells like Charm Person and Hold Person. And thankfully, so you still apply for spells like Cure Wounds and the like, which is pretty neat, you know.
Yep.
So essentially, you pretty much get most of the Autodome's like living construct feature.
And we're walking to a factory that's also doubling as a morgue right now.
Yeah, like a factory that is also a morgue. Ugh. So your character's level so Freya, so your character's level might be around level 6 at this point. But I'm just saying.
We're level 7.
Wait, so
Would
this be after the?
Yeah, this is after like a March of Madness thing. So
No, is this after Steel Elysium?
yes, this is after Steel Elysium yes, this is after Steel
So
Elysium.
we can go to Cole and he's an information broker and artificer.
I don't know if he exists in his continuities. Like I said, anyway.
Oh, that's a change from what you were saying last time we talked about it, but okay.
Yeah. No, I honestly thought I said I'm not sure if I could bring him over to the. Yeah, and I need to like ask everyone else to know what they do with Steel Elysium. That's why I was very vague on it. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But yeah, your best lead is Slogar's Forge Hold.
Did we get precise places of where the murders happened? Or at least that last one.
Yeah.
We were going to, but Dandy started crying.
I think we got the spot, and it was like describing the murderer was up next.
Yeah, but then he broke down crying.
I want to stop.
No, Gwen, those are my pancakes, you little bastard.
Sorry, what?
Sorry, roommate's cat just tried to steal my pancakes. No, they're mine.
When we get an opportunity, I want to stop at that last space and see how somebody would get away.
All Daddy said was like an alleyway. It could be any alleyway in the Cogs.
Ah. And I didn't have any specific spots. Okay.
Is anyone in the party not going to the
Forge Hold?
Yeah.
I don't think we've got on any yet. Aside from maybe the pseudo dragon following
Alright.
the leads.
Huntford, you want to go with the group or stay behind and keep an eye on Shadow Black? Sorry, Shadow Black.
With the sorry, with the suggestion, I'm using my dragon to follow. Dragon
To follow, just perch around. Just so you know, some of the Warforged just kind of looks at your pseudo dragon after you summon it and you leave behind, and just kind of looks around, chip, and just for a coin.
All right.
Okay.
My little buddy, could you help me try to follow this dude? I forgot his name already.
Shadow Black.
Shadow Black, yeah. You think you can do that?
it kind of like shows you, because you're confused. It has no idea who you're talking about.
Point to the grumpy guy.
Alright. I pointed to the grumpy guy in the corner.
Alright, it looks at Shadow Black, nubs with the sharp, and kind of like gestures like for a coin to like, you know.
I thought it always has this coin on it.
It lost a coin somehow.
I gave him another coin.
Which coin are you giving him? Which coin are you giving it?
Toss a coin to your pseudo dragon.
Of course.
What coin?
I'm not gonna give you the gold coin. I'm not gonna chip him with the copper coin.
So silver coin?
He's a gold.
Gold.
Yeah, you gotta give him a gold coin. Okay, move a one gold coin from your character sheet.
All right.
Wait.
Also, the best part is none of the stuff that you just said had to be out loud.
Mm-hmm. Psychic link.
Or even without that, you can speak telepathically.
Yeah.
To your familiar.
Yeah, familiars have a psychic link.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the spell that you did.
Oh no, I've got mind link as Kalishtar. That's just a thing I got. It won't work on. I would have to like pipeline it because it only works.
I assume that was whispering to the pseudo dragon.
Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah. You can do it telepathically. You can say it out loud, but
actually, yeah, I telepathy.
I'd assume that you don't want the fanatic to know what you're telling your pseudo dragon.
Now I think it was a big mistake to summon this dragon there.
Well, you gotta like suffer the consequences. You did the thing.
No.
I'm just saying.
I do little tricks like you summoned him to cheer people up.
Yeah, actually, I gave him more coins so he can juggle them.
How many more coins?
Quite determined. I gave him for juggle. I gave him like 5 silver.
5 silver. Move 5 silver from your character sheet, so that means that you'll be at A6 silver and 1,872 gold.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so
now for him to jiggle, so it looks like he added it for entertainment.
Do you want me to roll performance check for the pseudo dragon?
Yes.
Let me look up the pseudo dragon's charisma check.
I think it's bad.
Actually, a pseudo dragon has 10 charisma, so but they can't speak. But they communicate using a limited form of telepathy. So yeah, I was wrong. So yeah, so I was kind of wrong that they did like try, but I kind of like just like like one of those. What are the species that Kimono Kumada, the little ferret thing? Like
what?
Those. Like from the Lion King animated movie. Timon and Pumbaa.
The Timon is
Timon and Pumbaa.
meerkat.
Yeah, a meerkat.
Meerkat.
Yeah, kind of like it does all that, and then like it kind of like plays around with the coins. And it's going to roll a performance check with the straight charisma.
I actually rolled it myself, and it's.
Why not a gay charisma or an ace charisma?
12. It rolled a 12. Which is admittedly quite impressive for one who is not who suddenly has stage fright, but keeps some of the warforged entertained.
You trying to be on this Steve Irwin shit.
Sorry, what?
Oh, nothing. I was thinking out loud.
Yeah, which is a pretty this is a pretty unorthodox approach you have there. Not gonna lie.
Yep. For some bacon, yep.
Alrighty, is everyone ready?
Yeah.
Is everybody ready to move on?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna like switch the music, so give me a moment.
Put me on mute, this guy.
And gonna like switch scenes. And turn up the volume because that is really quiet. Okay, House Cannon's interests in this district are spread throughout the various foundries and workhouses, and the forge hold Blackhorns is small but luxurious. A silent, grim warforged guards an open door, beyond which is visible a small atrium. A young woman wearing the livery of the house studies a sheaf of parchment within. And she looks towards you and says, "Welcome to House Cannons. I am Warlord Cannons. How may I help you?"
Hello. I am Apparatus, and they show their gold mark.
Yeah, your signet ring.
Thank you. That's what it is, signet ring. I would like to request an audience with whoever you said.
Slugger.
Slugger?
Concerning the recent murders.
The murders, she says. And, sighs. What a terrible tragedy. And yes, we still have the bodies of the victims.
Good. Who should we talk to about learning? Or is there anyone else we should talk to about learning more about the victims?
Give me a second. This is me speaking. I would like you to roll a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay.
However, actually, you don't need to roll anything because of your connections to the House of Kenneth. And it's like, you're also with House Kenneth. The bodies, well, although the Lord is not here at the moment, but you can check out the bodies. They are kept in a large underground arcane workshop.
Unguarded?
Large underground arcane.
Oh, underground. Okay.
The guards are at the front.
Alright. Could you point the way, please?
Alright, she does, and leads you to a bit of a room with the walls lining with glittering crystal mosaics, strange alchemical devices, and sheets of foil inscribed with mystical sigils, along with a set of shelves overflowing with spell components. And you see the 8 victims being arranged on the floor against the eastern wall, corpses covered with black silk sheets embroidered with silver sigils. I'll let you look at the bodies, but allow you to supervise the procedure.
That's fair.
Fine.
Alrighty. Do you unveil the corpses?
Yes.
Alright. You unveil the corpses, warforged, all 8 of them. Some of the bodies are missing limbs, while others have enormous gashes in their torsos. 2 corpses are missing their heads. And to some, especially the untrained eye, the warforged might seem to have been torn apart by some terrible beast. But
what condition are their goras in?
Go ahead and make either a medicine or investigation check.
I'm looking to see if the Golras are like slashed through or scratched off. That shouldn't be any kind of check. I have eyes.
Well, some of them are scratched off, like as part of the overall damage.
Okay.
Nothing deliberate, though.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not sure a girl's being scratched off would end a warforged's life. I'm not sure that's a thing.
It basically removes their soul.
You sure?
Yeah, that's what binds it to them.
I'll have to look it up later. So anyway,
I'm lucky I can go find my conversation with Keith Baker about it. That's right, mofos.
Anyway, so if you want to take a closer look at the bodies, you can go ahead and roll me either an investigation check with intelligence or a medicine check with wisdom.
That'd be investigation. Does anyone else have investigation that would like to assist me? Give me advantage.
The conflict will help.
Go ahead and roll with advantage.
9.
Sweet. All right. Let's see.
19, yeah.
Nice. The attendant. Oh, we're done with this. Nice attendant question.
19 and 25.
Bam! Okay. You notice how while the bodies have been mutilated in different ways, each one shares a specific injury. A deep penetration wound in the center of the chest, probably caused by a dagger. Despite the other terrible injuries, it looks like this chest wound was the killing blow in each and every single case. And based on the wounds in the victim's chest and the missing body parts, which is a way for preservation.
And, sorry, could you say that again, please?
And, yeah, a dagger based on the wounds in the victim's chest and the missing body parts were chiseled away for preservation by the looks of it.
Chiseled away for preservation? Is that what you said?
Yes, preservation.
How would I be able to tell that they were done? That was done for preservation? The limbs are actually here.
So some of the marks they see where the limbs are supposed to be, like where the sockets where the limbs are supposed to be.
No. I mean, like I can understand being able to tell that they were chiseled away. How would I be able to tell the purpose of it, though?
I don't know. Sorry, that's. Oh, I don't know. I was mistaken. Sorry.
That's all right.
And by the way, you also, since you have a, since you also rolled a rather high as well. Yeah, like I said, you also realized that that the body parts were chiseled away and to preserve the limb as best as possible.
Oh, okay, I get what you're saying. They were chiseled away to do as little damage to the body and to the limb, so that it was removed intact.
Yes.
Okay, I get it. When you said preserve, I was thinking like when you embalm something to preserve it, not preserve the damaged state. All right. Let's see.
Fred, could you check in on blades with Pseudo Dragon? I assume that's it. Can you do that?
Sorry, what?
I don't know how familiar works. I was asking Hunford how Blades is doing with Pseudo Dragon watching him.
Shadow Black?
Yes.
Well, you can cut off your senses and tune into your familiar. See what's going on, Hunford.
I can do that, yes.
You close your eyes, and the world around you comes to and you can't hear anything. Almost instantly, you start to see through the eyes of your familiar. It is pretty much what you left off with Shadow Black just like preaching about the Lord of Blaze to whoever who would listen.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So nothing crazy.
Okay.
He had an inbuilt sheath, so we wouldn't be able to see what weapons he had. We couldn't determine blade size and all that.
All right, I'm looking to what else? So given the way that the limbs were cut, they were. It seems like the killer had both patience and the time with the dead bodies. And this killer seems to have quite an intricate knowledge of warforged autonomy, judging by the precision of the amputations.
You mean anatomy?
Anatomy, sorry. By the way, fun fact, with Tarsus code and everything, wizards can now learn speak with dead. Would be a nice one to have, but you gotta get a bit of a good clue right there. Like, these body parts were extracted from the bodies for preservation, but for what exactly?
No, we're dealing with another Frankenstein. This is the question I asked earlier. Okay.
Yeah, for someone who isn't trained in investigation, you're might have figured out might have put two together. I'm gonna have you roll an intelligence check to see if he could figure that out on his own.
I like mysteries. This is my jam. This is why I never play a character with low intelligence. Okay, how about an 18 plus 1?
8. That's 19. Yeah. You got a good idea where this is going. Someone's making an abomination, multiple corpse body out of these warforged parts, but for what? And why? And while you were all investigating, you hear footsteps, heavy stomps, as if made in anger or frustration. And you look to find the source. A small, late middle-aged man, graying hair, small statue, graying and silver running through his dark goatee, dressed in rich robes of dark blue veillet, and wears the Kent seal on a chain around his neck. What is the meaning of this intrusion?
Hello.
Sounds like my dad.
We're investigating.
I am Apparatus of House Kenneth.
Oh.
Shows the ring again. And
Well,
we
I've
are
heard
here
of you.
investigating the murders.
I've heard you. Weren't you at Salvation like months ago?
I don't know. Was Apparatus at?
Yes,
that's
they were.
home-based.
Yes, they were. Yeah.
Yes.
Although I don't know if it's home based now with Shezwan gone. Probably still is.
What is the meaning? Oh, I will ask again. What is the meaning of this intrusion?
I already said that.
We're investigating murders.
Apparatus introduced himself and said that they were there to investigate the murders.
I see. He scoffs and says, "The Warforged, especially here in the Cogs, are under the protection of House Kenneth. So, your assistance in this matter are both unnecessary and unwanted. So, I demand that you leave at once before you cause further damage to my investigation."
We didn't touch
you
anything.
are-
We're just looking.
But since you're a member of House Kenneth, perhaps I've been a little bit too rude, but my message stays the same. Can I have you mad at my investigation?
So far, I see no investigation done.
Can I ask what
What
you
if
found
you-
so far? Because we've got a few things. Love to swap notes. Help out.
Abe, I would like you to roll a persuasion check.
I can do that.
And Elsa's like, well, we're helping. Well, maybe we can help out with our investigations. And she is going to help you, and she is going to play a bit of a quick tune with her drums, using up her bardic inspiration. Meaning, you get, I believe, a D8 on your roll.
Okay,
And the Chancellor just like stares at. Oh, so it's a little weird. 25. Damn.
So 13. So 23. How does 34 do?
34. So
34 persuasion.
You mean 33 because 25 plus 8 is 33, not 34.
18 plus 5 plus 11.
No, it's 17 plus 8. 19 plus. Okay, so 17 plus 8 is 25 plus. Okay, so Idens is leaving, so you might wrap this up. I'll wrap this up soon. So go ahead and roll D8 if you want to add to your bardic inspiration.
I thought I was rolling.
No, I only see the 17 plus 8.
You asked me to roll, and that's Cole. Rolled a 17.
Yeah, you rolled a 17. Would you like to add a D8 to the roll?
No, I'm rolling dice out here. I got an 18.
Oh, I misread.
Yeah,
I misread. I apologize.
Cole.
So 34. Yeah. Did you know that the highest DC possible in D&D 5th edition is 30?
Yeah. I think it's on the Tarrasque.
There's also some items that require a DC 30. Like there's a puzzle box that requires a DC 30 investigation check, and if you fail it, you die.
Or you take a shit ton of damage.
Same thing.
No pressure. So
yeah,
he kind of like grumbles to himself. I wanted to believe that. Fine. Ask me your questions.
We don't mean to intrude. I just wanted to compare notes to make sure we all got everything straight here. We were asked here on more or less a personal favor.
A personal favor, eh? He looks to apparatus. Looks at you. Looks at apparatus again. Perhaps you and I could talk about this investigation alone.
No. You still haven't introduced who you are.
Lord Slogar, the Kenneth.
Good. These are my assistants in this investigation, and you were right. This is a House Kenneth matter, which is why I am here.
Yes.
Obviously, not moving fast enough.
Yes.
Well, the best I can say is I'm pretty close to the to finding the murderer at hand. I do have a few pointers.
What can you tell me about how the limbs were removed?
He looks at the corpses and says, "Well, if you came to the same conclusions as I am, they were removed with precision and patience. If I had to guess, it seems like this killer is trying to build a new construct from the amputated warforged parts.
Oh,
and
so
from the
you know what you're doing.
intellectual standpoint, I am tempted to see where this goes. It's quite fascinating, really."
Where's the last
It is also a breach of the ethics board to stand around and let these murders happen.
Where's Where's the last body found?
Down in some alleyway somewhere. One of the more dandy-ish warforged must have found him.
What kind of investigator are you if you don't even know where all the bodies were found?
They were brought here. I didn't find them exactly. The guards must have found them.
By whom?
Guards, apparently.
Yeah, like
Do you have a receipt?
He hands you the fine. He hands you the receipt and kind of like lines up with what he says. Guards, the guards found him, and the guards found the other bodies, and the testimonies of Dandy seems to line up with what he says and what Dandy has said.
Okay, but does it have the names of the guards?
Oh God. Yeah, it's fine. I gotta say them.
That's fine.
That's fine. We just want to know who we can talk to.
Well, I believe that they will not be reliable as much as me. Say
Sir, so far you are about as reliable as a narcoleptic sloth.
So far, I think Blades has been more informative. Yeah, I want to take. Does the last body, can I find that one in this group?
Well,
do they have anything removed, or were they caught
arm
before?
Well, you did find that the latest victim had an arm removed.
Okay, so they weren't caught just beforehand. No pun intended.
How many arms have been removed?
Let me check. Actually, the most intact corpse is also the most recent victim. So yeah, it still had all the limbs, all the heads and stuff. The arms is actually just another victim. My mistake.
Oh, so this one was caught before anything was removed.
Yeah, thanks to Dandy.
How good's your security here?
Pardon?
How good is your security?
Well, we did hire some from House Denise, House
Denise.
Denise and Kandaric.
Okay. Because I'm going to let's work off a little assumption here. These murders aren't random. They're targeted. Specific parts are needed for whatever they're doing.
In the Tane Foundry.
No, the people are targeted. Specific parts may be needed for whatever they're trying to do. And since this one got caught early, before anything was removed, if it is a necessary part off of this warforged, they might try and come and grab it. And if they could kill warforged quickly and quietly, with enough time to chisel away parts, they might be bold enough to fight their way through here, or sneaky enough to get in without notice.
If you look at some of the bodies, he says, pointing to some of the marks, to some of the wounds on the chest. If you look very closely, you notice that there are scorch marks from a flaming dagger. Wait. Actually, no. I take that back. I was like,
I think investigation 25 I'd be able to see scorch.
Yeah, you see very faint. You see very faint scorch marks, but not enough for to outright damage the bodies.
So a minor flaming dagger.
Or a distraction.
Or a ballistic mounted, or ballistic propelled arm blade.
Hidden dagger. Interesting.
And if that's the case, that would heavily imply that the killer is another warforged, or at the very least has a what's the term for Eberron automail?
Just or artificial limbs or prosthetic limbs?
There's a specific term for them.
No, I'm pretty sure they're just called prosthetic limbs.
Just what was it?
Because some of them are taken from Warforged. Some are
grafts.
Grafts are tend to be bioorganic.
They're sometimes called grafts, I think. Yeah. I came to a similar conclusion myself. Another Warforged, a crazed one.
Well, I've already met one crazed one today.
Are you sure? There might be more.
No shit, there's more.
It's like all races, there are good and there are bad.
So you say, he says. Now, I believe that...
there are good and bad of everyone. That's how it works.
No, there are some things that there's no good of. Apparatus is wrong when he says it because this is Eberron. Yeah, is wrong when he says that because this is Eberron.
I know, it happens.
Especially because there is a neutral good fiend in Eberron.
And also a lich, just like chilling around somewhere in Eberron. Yeah, somewhere in Sharn.
There's more than one.
Oh shit. Okay.
There are good and bad in everyone and everything.
So yeah. He kind of like
there's even a Delkir that's good.
He kind of like
and multiple illithids that are good as well.
Yeah, and kind of like tries to say something but stops himself, monitors himself, says, "Well, I believe that should conclude this little interview that you're imposing. Now, if you would please leave, I have a bit to continue my own investigation."
But do step up that security. We don't need a Frankensteinian monster out and about.
Does anyone know what a Frankenstein is in Eberron?
It's not.
While they wouldn't use the term Frankenstein because of the terrifying shit of the last war. There's a good chance that the concept is still known.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, duly noted. Now, if you please leave.
You might actually want to loosen security if you want to use these bodies as bait. As distasteful as that is.
He kind of looks up. He kind of looks at you with intrigue. Raises an eyebrow. Intriguing.
This is a basement. There's one way in and one way out. Assumedly.
By the way, how high is everybody's insight or passive perception?
Mine's 9, so
passive perception 14, passive insight 11, passive investigation 18.
Iden's passive perception is damn high, 19. And as you all, are you all ready to leave the threshold?
What did I get?
And the clerk, what's her name? Moria, and says like, Moria, what does it mean to this? And says, apologies. My apologies as you all leave. They were trying to help, and as you all leave, Iden says, I swear. He says, I can't believe they got in, I believe, he says, I can't believe they got in the way of this experiment.
Does Apparatus hear this?
No, but I just says, but it's like, I'm not quite sure, but he kind of cuts himself out before just like moving on.
What? You're not sure what?
That's how I can gather.
Something about an experiment?
Maybe. Might have misheard. I don't know. You said that some of the they said that some of the killings happened at the Tane Foundry, right?
Yes.
Let's not waste any time, says Inon. And,
talking for me because he couldn't speak. Okay.
And, yeah, would you like...
What's Apparatus's rank for standing with House Cannon?
Aside from that little incident with, Merrick's down in that creepy abandoned basement in Civil Mist Theater, as far as you know, you seem to be in good standing.
Okay, and what's Apparatus's approximate rank?
I have no idea. You're like an honorary
below.
member.
Oh, and more like an honor. Okay, so definitely below ranking. Well, definitely not an honorary member if I've got a fucking signet ring.
Yeah, you're just kind of like you're like an associate. Like you do have some.
Associates don't get signet rings.
You do. You still have some pull, but you're not like a true dragon-marked member. That applies for anyone with a appropriate species with the appropriate dragon marked. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just Apparatus is too useful not to like have on the payroll a bit.
Yeah. Basically, I was trying to figure out what Apparatus's rank is compared to this asshole.
Higher ranking than you, at least.
Yeah.
So yeah, you kind of met with a bit of a dick, but at least he's been somewhat cooperative.
Thank you, 34.
We learned exactly nothing, investigation-wise.
At least from this guy, but you learned other things from the other patrons. And it seems like your other destination seems to be the Tane Foundry.
Interviewing the
guards.
Yeah, that brought in the bodies.
Well, I believe you can ask some of the guards around here. They might learn something. But yeah.
Well, no. Mainly, I'm trying to find out exactly the locations of each of the murders.
Yeah, because that's super
figure out how it is that the murderer was able to do this long, painstaking task without being caught. 7 times.
Go ahead and roll me an Arcana check.
An Arcana?
Yeah.
What?
Go ahead and roll me an Arcana check because you might put two together and like how you might have some theories.
All right, that's plus 11.
I'm still confused on Arcana.
Honford, you're welcome to roll an Arcana check as well.
25. Do you want to give me advantage?
Huntford?
That will be 12.
Because with advantage, that's never mind. Still 25.
25.
Oh,
you have a few. You might have some.
You
might have some ideas on how exactly this killer might go. Might gone around being without getting caught.
Yeah.
What?
Sorry, did I have to do roll with advantage?
Just roll an Arcana check.
No advantage.
Yeah. Apparatus.
Soul was asking for help.
Yeah. So apparatus. You might have a few ideas. Some spells that might have helped with the killer's efficiency. One such spell you have in mind is the enhanced ability, specifically the Cat's Grace variant of one that uses Cat's Grace from enhanced ability, which might explain how this killer
isn't going to change how someone was able to find a place where no one would go for hours.
Silence. Stop. I mean, slow.
And
also, I want to know the locations where each of the bodies were found, so we can go look at each of those locations.
Like I said, like the patron said, Tane's Foundry.
I mean the specific locations where each body was found.
That's their job, not the death site.
Okay.
Not the crime scene.
Yeah, the specific locations for each crime scene.
Yeah, the module itself doesn't have any specific locations. Unfortunately, it would be nice, but I'll have to like wing it. One such.
This is something that you should have figured out before.
Yeah, I know.
When you were prepping this module, that was something I specifically brought up.
Yeah. Although, actually, I'm gonna let you ask one of the guards on the way that that you seem to recognize from the papers you've been handed. You can ask them for.
They have name tags. Nice.
Yeah, name tags too.
All right. What's his name? I'll do that. I can ask.
Oh, they got black tape over their name tags? They're about to beat up some protesters.
So you ask. I'm gonna be really quick on this one because two of our players have left, and the guards pointing the direction of one alleyway near around Tain's Foundry. If you can find the around the if he points in the specific alleyway in Tain's Foundry, and point to like a specific point on the map. Or Tain's Foundry. Alright. This needs bodyguards as well. If you find these spots, you might look for something that we've missed. Stay safe, my friend.
That's the plan. Thank you.
And that is where we end our session for today. How was it, everybody?
Fun.
It was okay.
I'm sorry for not prepping for this part of the improv for the specific alleyways, but otherwise I hope I did a good job. So I hope you all had fun.
Yeah.
And Humphrey, and Kosuke, I'm sorry that you didn't do much. Aside from the familiar thing.
It was a bit chatty today, so
yeah.
Sorry.
it was hard to get the word in.
But at least you tried to contribute.
Yeah, I have to do it sometimes.
However, later in the day, as you will discuss this, you notice that while actually, I'll leave this off for the next session. So anyway. That was fun, everybody. I hope I did a good. Like I said, I hope I hope I did a good job. Yeah, I kind of take pride in that kind of stuff. So do let me know, okay? So anyway, what was that popping noise? Oh, that's just this one of the mics.
Yeah, I got a tube for the dice.
Source Office has posted some pictures of her pets. That's nice. So anyway, I hope you all have a good time. We'll see you next week. Have a good day, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.